And what I insist upon in this race is that there's always been a different tradition of politics. This nation is founded on a different tradition. And a very simple idea that we all have mutual obligations towards each other, that we rise and fall together, that we can value our individualism and our self-reliance, but ultimately we have to lift up this idea that we're connected. And if there are children in Philadelphia right now that are killing each other and shooting each other and without an education and dropping out, that impacts all of us. It's not just the families of those who are killed that are impacted. And if there's a veteran in Chicago that's foraging through the dumpsters because he didn't get the services he needed when he was released from the military and now is homeless, that diminishes all of our patriotism. That idea that we have to care for one another, that we matter to each other, that idea has to transcend our differences. That idea has to express itself, not just in our churches and in our synagogues and in our mosques, not just in our families or our workplaces. It's got to express itself in our government. And the fact of the matter is that over the last 6 years, that's not the message we've been hearing from the White House. That's not the message we've been hearing out of Washington. We've had a can't do, won't even try style of government in Washington. We've had a government that defies reason and defies the facts. A government that says that the economy is doing great, even if families are trying to make it paycheck to paycheck, can't figure out whether they're filling up the gas tank or whether they can save for the retirement or sending their children to college. We've had an administration that says, don't worry about the health care system, even though we've got 45 million who are uninsured, even though children are having to go to the emergency room for treatable illnesses like asthma. We've had a government that says climate change is a hoax, that says that we're going to be greeted as liberators when we go to Iraq, a government that says that we can lead with fear instead of lead with hope. And when things don't go the way they say that they're supposed to go, when the death toll mounts in Iraq, or when we see bodies floating through a major American city, then instead of people taking responsibility, what we end up is folks trying to blame people, blaming the other party, or blaming immigrants, or blaming gay people, always finding a reason for why we can't do something. And that is why I think so many people are turning out all across the country when we have our rallies. Because people are tired of being afraid, they are tired of incompetence, they are tired of division. They are tired of small politics and timid politics. They're tired of politicians being obsessed with who's in power and who's not. They want hope. They want optimism. They want to roll up their sleeves and get to work to make a better America. That's why you're here. That's why I'm here. Because we're going to change America. It's time to turn the page. It's time to write a new chapter in American history. It's